When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah. It's just around the corner in an English civil war. What am I on about? It's got nothing to do with today's vlog. That is a song by The Clash. It's called English Civil War. And I ain't gone anywhere. I'm doing today's vlog from Naseby in the United Kingdom. Oliver Cromwell, there's his little monument there. Oliver Cromwell, the parliamentarians, and Oliver Cromwell's army, the New Model Army. It's a band called New Model Army. I bet some of you know, some of you don't. Anyway, Oliver Cromwell fought the royalists led by King James I and defeated them. To be fair, I've done some research, and yeah, King James I was completely outnumbered by the look of it, and Oliver Cromwell's New Model Army was a force to be reckoned with. Anyway, that is not what today's vlog's about, but there you go. Look, there is the battlefield. I've got a feeling this is the position of the parliamentarians, the New Model Army, and in the distance there, that's where King James and his royalist armies were based. There's a farm over there that is mentioned in the Battle of Naseby. Anyway, this vlog is not about the English Civil War, as interesting it is. This vlog is about my failed attempt to retire to Thailand. Slow down for a moment because I'm giving it all that too quick. Yeah, I got to get this right. Yeah, I'm doing this vlog for the benefit of people who've been very kindly following my channel, subscribers and people who've been interested in my little journey. Yeah, I'm stuck in the UK, grounded. Right, I'm going to do a quick recap. So about 10 months ago, last September, yeah, I went on a major mission, massive retirement plan over the years, started to put it in place. Last September, travelled to Thailand, rescued, picked up the boss, Aka, Thai wife, complicated to some, uncomplicated for me and her. Yeah, that's a story for another day. Anyway, rescued a boss from a really bad toxic situation with her family, and we decided to set up home in Hua Hin. And yeah, we've set up home. Yeah, furnished the house, all our little mod cons, etc. Well settled into the little village. It's a village on the outskirts of Hua Hin. Love it. I love my life there, love my little house. Now the plan was to come back to the UK and put my house up for sale. It's been a very, very gradual process, and unfortunately it's come to a grinding halt a little bit. Now this vlog's going to be called my failed attempt. When we talk about like things like failed attempt, it's not a complete failure. It's almost clicky baity title. Yeah, I've not really failed or lost or anything, but I haven't gained any time. I'm stuck in the UK. Had a problem with the sale of the house, so it's delayed my retirement and my plans to settle in Thailand and travel from there. So basically this year's travel plans are in jeopardy. I am going back to Thailand in 3 weeks time. It is now coming up to the 1st of August. Yeah, just a few days away, I think. I'll try and bang this vlog out current. My vlogs have been a little bit backlogged, and I haven't really done much vlogging because I haven't been in a position to vlog. Now yeah, it's just time. So I'm asking everybody who follows my channel to just bear with me. I'm back in Thailand in 3 weeks time, and I've got some major adventures to do, but I cannot go too far because I still have problems with the sale of my house in the UK. So I do have to come back to the UK again. So at the moment I'm kind of commuting, which is a pain. And as I'm sure I've had some comments where people are getting confused about my little story, etc. And I don't blame them. I'm a little bit confused myself, easily confused me, only joking. But Anyway, it's all good. The plan's still in action. Everything is good. It's just a time thing. I should be now, my plan was to be in Thailand, living the dream, retired, planning travels, adventures, exploring new countries, and time has put a lock on my life. To be fair, I would have gone back to Thailand. We're just coming up to the end of July, going into August next week. It's the flights, they're so expensive. I came back to the UK. The plan was just to head off into the sun regardless of the cost, but because I have to get a return flight, etc., I'm going to hold out. Being sensible, Captain Sensible. Captain Sensible is in a band called The Damned. I'm dropping a few bands today. The Damned, New Model Army, The Clash. Yeah, old punk rocker me. Anyway, I'm still smiling, still happy. Just thought I'd do a little vlog on my circumstances. So there we are, grounded in the UK. Okay, right, we're going to leave Mr. Cromwell in his little, he's only got a little monument. He had a big nose apparently, but he's got a little monument. Anyway, there isn't much to see here, but you can use your imagination about the Battle of Naseby. So I am taking a little detour. I'm going to add a bit to this vlog. I'm going to answer some questions, some comments that I've had. I'm going to answer some of the comments, some of the questions that I haven't done in the past. So yeah, we're gonna have a little wander. We're in Naseby. We're gonna go to the tunnel, Kelmarsh Tunnel. It is super cool. So we're gonna go down there and have a little chat about what's gone on in the last 10 months, travel wise, house wise, finances, etc., and answer a few questions from the comments. So yeah, Kelmarsh Tunnels is next up. Got a new selfie stick. It's a monstrous beast of a stick. Oh man, I'm struggling to get used to it. It's huge. It'll have its uses, but yeah, I'll bust my other one in Bulgaria. Anyway, in Rocket Travels news, look, new shades. More new shades. Don't like this selfie stick. Anyway, yeah, new shades, $9.99 from Decathlon. I'm going to go back and buy a load of them in bulk, because I keep smashing them, sitting on them, leaving them in restaurants, and yeah, scratching the lenses, etc, etc. Anyway, hope you all appreciate the effort I'm going to do this vlog, because I could just sit there in a field and chat, but no, I'm going for a little walk, little hike in rural Northamptonshire. Like I said, we just bought you Naseby, and yeah, explained to you guys why I'm in the UK. Now, after I've done a little bit of messing around for you guys to lighten up your day, watching me making a tomfool of myself. Anyway, that's my yammer. We're going to crack on in a minute with the questions. Kelmarsh Tunnels, Northampton to Market Harborough. Disused. I wouldn't be in a used tunnel now, would I? So we are going to answer some questions. First things first, I don't like this selfie stick. I've got to hold it to an angle. If I hold it straight, I'm like to one side. I don't like it at all. It is Johnny Rotten. It is no good. It was Cheap Charlie. It is a good bit of kit, but yeah, it's really weird. I'm having to hold the stick to the right, just try and get myself in the centre. Anyway, you guys want to know the answers to your questions. So, house. Right. For those, this is for the benefit of people who are watching my little journey, not necessarily my travels, but me and my journey to set up home in Thailand. Now, my UK circumstances, I've gone over that in a vlog before. I won't go over again it too much, but I have 2 properties, 2 in the UK, because I worked hard and saved hard. I was never given nothing. I worked hard and saved hard and invested. So I have 2 houses. One of them I own outright, and it is rented and managed. That is set in stone, million trillion %. My tenant is the most amazing tenant I could ever wish for. So that is set in stone, but that is obviously an asset to my retirement in Thailand. Now, property number 2. Property number 2 is in Rushden, and you might have seen from previous vlogs, it is for sale, sold, etc. Going. It's going. There is a blip with it. Just means basically it's going to take me longer to retire and start travelling in Southeast Asia. So yeah, so where we at? Questions. Biggest question I get is, not just off my YouTube subscribers and general comments, but from friends and old customers, is why don't I rent my property out? Right, here's the reasons why I'm not ever going to rent that property. If I was to rent my property out in Rushden, the mortgaged property, I would get an income of about approximately £1,100 a month. Now you might go, well, 2 lots of rental and savings, yeah, you can just rent it out. Now, outgoings on that house as a mortgaged property, the mortgage, I'd have to have management, have the property managed. Currently the rate in Rushden where I live is 14%. That's including VAT. Now with the management fees, the mortgage and landlord's insurance, my outgoings on that house from my rental income, my outgoings is £900 a month. Now you take away 900 from 1100, you ain't got to be a mathematical genius to work out I have the grand figure of £200 each month to add to my retirement fund in Thailand. Now, who in their right mind thinks that's a good idea? I certainly don't. There's too many things that could go wrong. You get bad tenants, you know, trash the place, turn it into one of those smoky cannabis factories. It's not been unheard of. They could trash the place, they could stop paying the rent. You know, if I wanted to take the property back, something went wrong, needed to move back, I wanted to cash it in, then I've got problems trying to get rid of the laws, especially since the new government have took over, have all changed. Renting properties out, people have got more rights, so if they in their mind to make it difficult and just dig in, yeah, rent arrears apparently now are not necessarily, I don't know too much about it all, I haven't read up about it all, but if you've got rent arrears, it's more difficult now to just go, well, you're not paying the rent, off you go. It is now more difficult. Anyway, so yeah, renting that property out is a big no-no. If something was to go wrong, you know, it's to be quite honest, it's become a burden and it's got to go. And because of this time blip I have, the delay in getting rid of the property, yeah, it's frustrating. I just want to get rid of it and move on. I think in life sometimes financially you have to draw a line. You know, we're not going to live forever. You don't want to be the richest man in the graveyard. Another reason I wouldn't rent my property out and I want to distinguish it from my life is financial reasons. I would prefer the money in the bank, the interest I'll get off it will add to my yearly income, and at some stage if I want to dip into it, you know, as an emergency backup fund or to fund future trips, adventures, all sorts of scenarios where you'd want some access to some money. I think tying it all up just to rental income, it's just a big no-no for me. So that's another reason why it's got to go. So yeah, that was just like 2 questions. Keep looking around, don't know why, there's lots of bikes about. Just mention, I get advice from people with the property thing, and it's regarding buying property, land in Thailand. It's a big no-no. I'm quite happy renting. My rent is extremely cheap, and if you times your rent over what your life expectancy, whatever figure you or me have in our head, it works out a lot less than what you'd spend in your lifetime on buying a property, unless you bought property really, really cheap. But also, as you guys know, if you're watching this vlog, or you're based in Thailand, and or maybe you're one of those guys that have read all those horror stories, and all horror stories, some stories have fairy tale endings, I promise you. Anyway, yeah, if I was to buy property, for a start, I can't own property or land. Yeah, you could lease. Not interested. Too many complications. I just don't like the thought of leasing. Buying a property, it'd have to be in the boss's name, and if something happened to the boss, say she passed away before me, I outlived her, I'm not allowed to stay there. I'm not allowed to own that property. So renting is the big thumbs up from me. If whatever situation, something happens to me, something happens to her, we're covered. There's money in the bank to cover the rent for years and years and years. We've got our lifetime covered. So it's all super cool. So that's pretty much the questions regarding my house, property, and explains why I'm still in the UK. But I rest assured, this, I'll tell you what, this selfie stick is heavy. I've actually, my hand's gone red. I don't know if you can see that. My hand's gone red. I'm gripping it so hard because it's really heavy, and it's really awkward. I can't hold the selfie stick with my left hand. I'm right-handed. Right, we're back on the right hand. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this vlog. Just hang on, it's getting really dark in here. Let's go back in the light. Let's just go up to this little bridge. I haven't shown you much. It's all been me, innit, this vlog. Showing you a little bit of the battlefield, a little bit of the tunnel, the bridge. Quite a few people about. Anyway, waffling on. So yeah, so whatever happens, my plan is still 100%. All it is time. There's yeah, chucked a spanner in the works. The clock has stopped. It needs some batteries in it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so if you've been following my vlogs and stuff, and I've made suggestions, I did say I'm going to Sumatra. I did mention South America. It's on hold, but it will happen. It's just time. So this is also a good lesson, like, you know, for people who do watch my vlogs and my little journey. If you're following my footsteps, or you have your own plans to settle, retire in Thailand, be aware that, you know, if you set yourself a target, right, I want to be there in 6 months, it might be less, it might be more. Time is a strange old thing. Things happen, you get delays. It's like a train. Well, I don't know what trains are like in whatever country you're from, but trains are notorious for being late. Oh, what's that? Those are yobbos. They're not young people enjoying the countryside. They're not yobbos at all. Anyway, me rattling on. Everything's good in the hood. I'm back to Thailand in 3 weeks time, and I've got a big, I've actually wrote a list of vlogs to do, so I'm going to make the most of every day, and you lucky people are going to get vlog after vlog after vlog. But for the moment, this is my last vlog till I go back to Thailand, because I'm taking a break, and I want my channel to be about vlogging in Southeast Asia and maybe South America eventually, and other countries that I find and hopefully you find more interesting. Okay, so I am going to end the vlog here. I don't know how long this vlog's gonna be. A little bit of waffle from me, but I hope that explains my circumstances and my little outlook, and makes some people that were confused less confused, or it might have made you a little bit more confused. Anyway, I'm still smiling, I'm still happy. Going back to Thailand in 3 weeks time. I will see you on the journey on the way back to Thailand from Rocket Travels. Over and out. Maybe. If you know, you know.